Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer: Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this: Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey. Separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, The Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight The Fiend. You survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with The Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for The Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked And CM Punk.
Or you could prepare for a wrestler. You could prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for the Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To the Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the Devil's playground with the Devil incarnate.
You can hit the Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him. You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with the Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight. Just over a year ago, at WrestleMania 36, the Fiend competed in one of the most unorthodox matches in WrestleMania history. The Firefly Funhouse match. He took John Cena on a journey of mental anguish and brutal self-reflection before beating down the franchise and pinning him in the center of the ring. I don't think Cena will ever be the same if we ever see him again.
Should the Fiend look to repeat his masterclass of mind games, it'll be interesting to see how it works on Punk. On one hand, Punk can handle the most extreme mental warfare, but the Firefly Funhouse is where skeletons of a superstar's past are exhumed. Wyatt has plenty of history to pull from when it comes to CM Punk. If he can find the right parts of Punk's psyche to target, he may be able to once again decimate a surefire Hall of Famer on the grandest stage of them all. Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight edge.
Quick takedown, double leg and high. Beautiful.
Mike Sneak
Breaking his own pin here. Not sure if that's wise of him at this point.
This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating the Fiend.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
And the
Punk really looking to drop the hammer now as he cinches in that.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
The Fiend gets forced out of the ring. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
He's heading back to the ring. He's got his sights locked in now.
Hoisted up high here.
Giant sleep. That could ground Bray for good.
There's two. Hangs on by a thread.
Somehow mustering the strength to kick out at the last second.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. He might just be stalling for time here. Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. The Fiend in the ring again. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend.
Back and forth we go. Bang!
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Neither competitor is backing down.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two. CM Punk looking dominant here. Oh my, here we go. GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
There's two. CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
I don't know how on earth Punk was able to do it, but he's standing victorious over the Fiend here tonight.
Yeah, but does he really think this will be the end of the nightmares? I think it's just the beginning.
That's a nightmare that can wait until Punk goes to bed tonight. For now, he's just happy to defeat this monster on the grandest stage of them all.